Ode Osbourne versus Tyson now at flyweight. Now, they both have a win over Jerome Rivera and Zaruk Adeshev. They both have impressive wins over both of those fighters, actually. And Tyson hasn't fought since January of last year, so he's been out for a minute. And his last win was in June. So he's coming off of a very impressive knockout win that was about just slightly over a minute. I will say this, I'm gonna pick Ode because of the speed and the volume, because the speed equals power at flyweight. And so far he's 2-0 at that weight class. And Tyson has a lot of knockout power at that weight class, but he doesn't have the speed. And that's where I think the problems are going to start to kind of come in for Tyson, because from my research, I feel like the fight will be contested mostly standing up on the feet. And I just give Ode a big advantage there. He's going to be southpaw. His strikes are very fast. They're very straight punches, good combinations. And just, it's the speed, it's the lightning quick, the blinding speed at which you could get hit and the fight could be over and you don't even realize what just happened. Now, I will say this, Tyson is very technical. He has all the fundamentals there. He's very patient, but sometimes that could lead to him being left behind on the scorecards because the other fighters are a little bit more active and staying busy. Meanwhile, he could be hunting for that knockout. Now, when he knocked out Zaruk Adeshev, you see he did everything perfect. And it only lasted about 30 seconds, but he did everything right in those 30 seconds. But we've seen against other fighters like Sergio, Kakar France, Machnell, a lot of times if you can pull ahead on the scorecards, Tyson, he'll just start kind of hunting for that knockout. And if he doesn't get it, then we're at the point where a decision has to be made. And a lot of times he's behind by that point. So I don't necessarily think Ode will be able to knock him out. I wouldn't be surprised. But Tyson is very tough to knock out. His last knockout loss was in like 2014 or something. Let's see here. Go back. Yeah, like 2013. So it's been quite some time since somebody was able to put him away with the hands. But Ode is explosive enough, fast enough, dangerous enough to be able to do that. Now, on the other end, I will say, if Ode makes any type of mistake, if he has any type of mental lapse at any point during this fight, Tyson is clever enough, he is experienced enough to take advantage of it and end the fight. He does have that type of power. So I'm expecting Ode to win with the strikes, with the hands, and maybe even some wrestling if need be. But I don't think that Tyson will be as successful enough on the feet for Ode to have to use the wrestling. But if it does come to that, I feel like he can use some takedowns to kind of squeak out some rounds. Ode just has to be careful of Tyson's power. Don't underestimate this guy, and he should be able to win. I don't necessarily know if it'll be a finish, but I'm expecting him to win a decision, at least 29-28.